Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to part 2 video. Feeling much better. We're still sick, but guess what? We're here. Do I have my dailies, my dollies? Holy shit! I didn't know they were doing that. That is so cool. Let's go. Okay, split screen. This. Don't blink, it's your boy Yink. Welcome to the English version of this video. We're going to be doing this video in French. Also, we're still playing Breaker of Soul. We're watching some good old Wings of Redemption video, because why not? Listening to... It's fun. You can tell I'm feeling better. I was sick the whole day. Even this morning I was sick. Now, of course, me saying I feel better, I'm going to fucking... but, hey. So this video is a thank you to Doffy. So Doffy. So the reason I say thank you to Doffy, listen, we're gonna make this video in French because the guy's French, the guy's francophone. So I wanted this video for him, but it's more so about the situation. So why am I saying thank you? So first of all, Doffy has been supporting me, and I want to say thank you to Doffy. I want to thank you, Zineb. I want to thank you, Ad. I want to thank you, Rim. I want to thank you. Who else has been really there for me? Ugh, how can I forget Kim? How can I forget Anna? How can I forget Socks? How can I forget Sir Winsalot? How can I forget Sir Romo? How can I forget Rick123? How can I forget the Baker? How can I forget the Fox VR? How can I forget I'm such a shitty friend. The list goes on and on and on. If I forget you, you can write me a comment saying you're such a dick, dude. I will formally apologize. If you feel like I should have said thank you and I forgot you, first of all, I'm sorry. Second of all, write me a comment, right, and to tell me how much I'm an asshole to forgot you. And guess what? I'll give you a gift. If I do feel like I owe you a thank you, I'll make a personal video for you. So this offer is gonna be available for the next, I don't know, fucking know, but it's gonna be available for a while. So back to reality. Oh, the ghost reality. Oops. And Doffy. Doffy has been supporting me for a shit ton of time. Doffy it's really nice, you know. And the way we met also meant a lot to me. It was see, it wasn't live, and that guy was like, "Yo, you speak English," and then he was like, "Wow, I'm also francophone. I'm also French." So it's kind of cool because the guy is from the same place that I am. He's such a nice person, and it's nice to see that. It's nice to see stranger kindness, right? But somebody that's your friend that live close to you, right? It's amazing. I'm gonna make the straightest a segue. Would I date long distance? Absolutely. Do I prefer dating a person that's in my city? Yeah, that's crazy. Yes, I can get a friend. Like I mentioned ads and Zineb, who are super supportive of me. They fucking live in Morocco, right? Although they're amazing people. Am I gonna go take a coffee with them? No. Would I like to go take a coffee with them? Absolutely, but I can't. You know. So with Doffy being close to me, it's nice. Now, ultimately speaking, enough with the kissing asses, enough with the intro. Let's get into the meat of the subject. From all my vegan friends, that I'm a vegetarian and I ain't fucking scared of him. When that song dropped, bro, biggest mindfuck. I was like, oh my god, I'm a gangster. I'm checking because for some reason, yeah. The volume was going down. I'm yelling timber. So the comment that he did, and he's been super supportive. Whatever I say, he's like, yo, take your time, or yo, continue the video. Yo, this is a good idea. He even gave me ID for videos. Now, technically speaking, Doffy, why I love Doffy is, I'm gonna sound like such a dick. There's so many times I get comments, right? I get comments of people that say, hey, do this, hey, do that. And although I'm really grateful for the people telling me, hey, we would like to see that, right? Some people will tell me, hey, you should do this, right? Do more edit, go out, go travel, right? And the funny thing with these people, I'm gonna be honest, is I see them once in the comments, and there's them again. So you give me advice, but you don't really care. Doffy has been there, and he gave me advice. In the way he's also giving me advice to say, hey, this would be cool. You don't have to do it, but this would be cool, right? Um, yeah, so, but the reason why I want to say thank you is not even the fact that he's nice, not even the fact that he's a friend, not even the fact that I have all of these people I mentioned. It doesn't matter in this conversation. It doesn't matter in this video, right? He wrote a comment, and I'm a person that's really grateful. I'm the kind of guy that says sorry too much, but this you can blame me. You can blame being a Canadian for it. I'm the kind of guy that says thank you too much. And that's my problem. And I said thank you, and I told him thank you for everything. I told him thank you for supporting me, and it's not like a suicide letter, right? But it's like, hey, bro, you've been really helpful. I'm very grateful for you. You know, I think it's important to say thank you to people. I think it's important to say, you know what, I appreciate what you did, right? I don't care if it sounds like I'm fake. I don't care, but you did something for me, and I'm grateful for it. And the first time I said that, he told me the following sentence, and I don't know how I felt about it. I felt weird about it. So I told him, hey, thank you for being here. And he said, why are you saying thank you? I'm the one saying thank you because you're making content. And I was like, okay. I don't know how I felt about it. Because it's actually very nice to say, but I was like, okay. I didn't know how to feel because, see, it's weird. When I say thank you to Dofi, I was saying thank you to him in person. But they say thank you for making content, and I'm not making content for him. Now, I don't think he expect me to do content for him, but it felt a bit weird because I was like, oh, thank God, I thought I was not Odo. Um, I felt weird because I was doing it more for myself. It's like it's like you're overweight, right? And then you go running, right? And to lose weight, and there's a person that says, "Yo, congratulations on running," um, and they're saying congrats on running, and then they're telling you, well, I'm the one saying thank you because you're running. Okay, but then it's a really nice thing, right? And then a couple of months passed, right? And when I say couple of months, I mean a couple of months passed, and he was being very supportive, and I told him the same thing. I told him thank you for being so supportive, and he answered the same thing. I should be the one saying thank you because you're making the videos. And I felt so weird about it. But then there's something that changed in between those months. And I started watching some old YouTube because making a long story short, everybody always says, "Oh, I miss the old YouTube," but I wasn't there when YouTube started. I didn't see it, right? And I was watching the YouTube. I was watching old creator. By the way, I saw a video recently about Jesse Wells, which is the guy behind Prank versus Prank or Boyfriend versus Girlfriend, and it was talking about the beginning of YouTube, right? And I fell in love with the concept of the beginning of YouTube, where you don't really know where you're going. It seemed like a party, you know. And one comment really touched me. One comment really touched me, and it took me that comment to understand what Dofi meant. And that comment was, we didn't know where it was going. People were thankful because they had free content. Then I understood what Dofi meant. He meant you're doing videos, you're not even getting paid, you're doing video pro bono, right? And you keep on doing video because even if you don't get paid, you don't care, you make videos. That's what he meant, right? And I, I, it made me kind of emotional in that moment because not everything is content, not every content is good content, but everybody's willing to put in the effort. So somebody that plays a game, right? I'm gonna take, in my opinion, something that takes the least effort to do, and do not talk, right? You're playing a game, you don't talk, you just film the gameplay. Hmm? And to me that was kind of lazy content. But if you look at my gaming channel, the content I did the most was the tower. The tower, we have 3 playthrough. There's 370 parts to each playthrough, plus a previous 8 months before we had the 3 playthrough. And I'm always in the position of, I'm not gonna talk for 6 hours every single day during the game. So I do some gameplay that don't talk, and I'm gonna do some of the videos that I'm talking. But this is my most popular video, and this is, so the fun fact is that this is the amount of video that I put in the most work, not in effort but in time, right? And then you realize that I don't talk, so I'm not. Who am I to say? Oh well, this wasn't a lot of effort, right? When I do the same thing, or see, And I think it's about the content too. So, for example, there's a huge problem with Fusi right now, and Fusi, how everybody hates him. But then Fusi was the whistleblower for a lot of people. They say, hey, those pranks are fake. Those pranks are fake. And they're like, holy shit, you know. And all of this is content, right? But there was a true part. For example, one of my favorite content creator was Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat was, um, he was broke. He had a kid and he's trying to make it work. Or even people like I've been watching a lot of. This is to me. This is fucking. This is honestly an orgasm. Um, I've been watching Epic Mealtime lately, and you saw me react to it. The reason, again, is because they're Canadian. I'm Canadian, right? So Canadian solidarity. But there's more than that. The reason why it's so badass is because you see in the first video they come in and they say, hey, buy this and buy this and buy this, and they buy this extreme amount of food. And I remember, and there's one of those videos, and it's kind of crazy because I don't know if they did these videos, but technically this is the third video that they filmed. And there's a person that said, why do you need so much food? And RV, right, which is the kind of the main character, if you will, of the Pick Me Up Time, said, it's for a fucking YouTube, bitch. He actually says that. And I'm like, what a badass. What a badass, because nobody knew YouTube. Nobody took YouTube seriously. Nobody believed in it, right? And I feel like lately, myself included, I was in a little bit of a drama, right? I'm not gonna talk about it because it doesn't have anything to do with the video, but I was in a bit of drama, and a person said, "Oh, yo, I was seeing you in my live, and you don't even say hi." I'm like, dude, you have one viewer, that's me, right? I'm here because I feel bad for you because you have nobody else, right? Oh, he was like, "Oh, I'm doing a battle." Tap the screen. Why aren't you? And he was getting mad at me. He was saying, why aren't you tapping the screen? I was like, bro, I'm busy, right? You're doing 3 hours of battles with one person, right? That person has to take, if you're good at math, we're gonna do a video about it, but technically speaking, it's over 30 times. Actually, stop what you're doing, you're tapping the screen, right? Now, I'm all up for supporting other people. But dude, I'm doing my own thing. I'm not gonna sacrifice my own thing for you. You're a friend, but you're not a great friend. I barely know you, right? And I'm not gonna sacrifice shit for you. I'm sorry. And but I feel like I feel like this is on the side. I feel like the right now nowadays, like, oh, fuck your video. There's a lot of trolling. There's a lot of hate, and I think the worst thing about that is it's normal because we have the choice now. We're like, yo, it doesn't matter if I hate on this guy. I can watch this other guy. Like there's so many content creators. There's so many people out there making content, and it's a beautiful thing. But at the same time, you're like, holy shit, dude. If there was less people, then if there was less people, then maybe people wouldn't be hateful. See, it's the same as, and this is gonna be a very pushed example, but we're still gonna use example. It's the same as a person, right, who was born into a really rich family, really rich family, and at Christmas they have a lot of gifts, right? So like, oh, I don't like this gift. Why did you buy me this gift? Versus a kid that only has one gift because his parents are poor. That kid is gonna be grateful for the one gift more than the person who will be grateful for the 10 gifts. What's going on? So yeah, so let's not forget. Just a video. This is a message to say. Let's not forget that most content creators are not getting paid. And yes, some content creators are paid massive amounts. But do the math. How many percent of content creators are making massive amounts? Okay. Be grateful. Be grateful that you have free content, right? Be grateful. See, I had this friend, right? I still have this friend, Shao. Shao is an amazing human being. Shao came to me, right? And we were watching one of my videos. Because he's like, yo, I talked about you. Okay. So Shao gave me a meal that was Filipino. He is Filipino. It's like, yo, I want to see if you like it. And we're watching the video. And Shao, I don't know how he did it. He clicked on the video. And that other video had ads, right? It's like, holy shit, bro, you're getting cash. I'm like, no, I'm not getting cash. And I felt like it was kind of feeling sorry for me. But you see, you're basically hating on people that are not making, they're making this out of passion, right? Now, ultimately speaking, I'm going to tell you the truth. Most people that are in it for the cash give up. When I see the people that give up, right, and people that are in it for the cash, right? Even if you were here for, if you were here for passion, you would be here. Don't, and again, I'm not playing the victim, right? You want to hate on me? Okay. I have so many people that are behind me. But, just understand something. I've been doing this for the last 3 years, and I'm not making cash, and I'm still here because I love it, right? So before you hate on the person, understand that they're probably going through something, right? Anyway, long enough video. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Salut, ça va bien? J'ai toujours envie d'être en français. Je suis moins bon. Mais aujourd'hui, on fait une vidéo en français parce qu'on a fait un sujet en anglais. C'est la version française de la vidéo. On a fait 2 vidéos, français et anglais. Parce que le gars pour qui je fais cette vidéo-là, c'est un francophone. C'est un gros merci à Dofi. Pourquoi? On va dire la situation. On va parler du projet après. Ok? Dis quoi? Non. Bloopers, on va recommencer ça. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. We guys are doing well because you're having a wonderful day on the 7 December 2024. We're a month earlier, but I'm still there. Today, we're talking about a bit of a drama that happened yesterday? 2 days ago? I'm not sure. But yeah, so I don't like talking about drama, but I think it's a teachable moment. I think it's something that it is something that needs to be mentioned, right? Because I was directly involved. So long story short, right? I had this friend, right? On TikTok, right? And this person was. How can I put this without sounding like a total fucking dick? Because that's not the goal here. It is not the goal. This person. Okay. I'm gonna tell you guys why I feel bad for this person. First of all, this person, I'm not gonna say the name because the goal is to have some hate. But this guy reminds me of myself a lot. So I've been following this guy, right? And this guy he's nice, but he's live every single day, and he doesn't have viewers. So you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out to another person. I'm gonna give a shout out to Marvin. If you see my follower, you see Marvin. I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Marvin. So yeah, I know this is a video about drama, but it's a huge shout out to Marvin. So we have, and I love this. See, my whole life we've been talking, most of my videos, not every single one of them, about the good versus the evil, the balance, right? So we had this person, right? I'm not gonna name, and I have Marvin. So 2 of them, Marvin, I say this with love, my bro. I say this with love. But you're awkward, and technically speaking, I'm awkward too. It's all good. But you see, Marvin will do live every single day, even if there's no viewer, even if he had 1 viewer, and even if he's awkward, then you realize that he's not really awkward. He's introverted, and because he's introverted, he's out of his comfort zone, right? But every single day, he's making steps, and the reason why he's saying that because he talked about it. He was like, dude, I'm really trying to get out of my comfort zone. I'm trying to be more what was the word he used? You can tell me I'm French, right? You talk to me in English. I possibly translate. You try to be more outgoing. There you go. Outgoing was a word. So he was like, I'm trying to be more outgoing. This is why I'm doing live. And you see, for this guy, it's hard to do. It's really hard to do live, but he does it every single day. And the best thing about it is he got 1 viewer most of the time. Now, ultimately speaking, why does Marvin has 1 viewer? Well, it's kind of simple. The guy is live the whole day, right? When you're live too often, that's not good. Because when you're live too often, people will start missing your live and say, doesn't matter if I miss a live, I'll be there when he's doing it live tomorrow. And then the next day, like, you know what? Doesn't matter if I miss this live because I'll be there tomorrow. And then you realize that after a week, they said, I don't even care about this guy anymore. But yeah, Marvin putting in the effort, putting in the work, and he's a really good person. So you shout out to Marvin. Marvin is kind of a guy that you can joke with him. He's gonna laugh. Then you have this other guy. So this other guy, at first it was if he followed me and I followed him back. Saw the content. He was doing motivational content, but it's motivational. I don't want to talk to you about that guy, but it's motivational guy, but in the guise of being mean. So for example, he did a video about 3 days ago. I don't know. But he was like, he was saying something about there's this expression in French. Vaut mieux être seul que la compagnie, which is better be alone than surrounded with wrong people, right? And then he was saying, don't fool yourself. You try to be with people and then you didn't succeed. You try to be friends with people that didn't like you, that's why you're alone. And ultimately speaking, I kind of get where he's coming from, which is true. Like, yeah, it is better to be alone than to be surrounded with other people, by bad people, but it's better to be surrounded with good people than to be alone. So you didn't make the effort to actually go to people and look for good people to be your friend, right? Which is kind of cool. You did a lot of those videos. It's motivational, but you know what, you're fucking up. So it's a really weird kind of video, but at the end of the day, it serves a purpose. It serves a purpose to push you, right? and it's kind of like that tough love that you need. But it's weird because you shouldn't give yourself tough love, right? If anything, accept yourself for who you are. But again, he's serving a purpose. That's the content he wants to make. That's the content he wants to make. So I was like, okay. And then I watched a couple of his videos. Like, dude, it's kind of cool. I like what he's doing. I absolutely like what he's doing. The reason why I love what he's doing is I see myself a lot in him. And the reason why I say I see myself a lot in him, and the reason why I like this content is again, we're all about transparency. Um, all about transparency. At 22, I spent a year and a half of my life, not seeing anybody. Wasn't talking to my mom. Wasn't talking to my dad. Was staying the whole day in the apartment. The only reason I would go out was to buy junk food and to get fatter. And I did for that for a year and a half. I was in a big depression. And I wasn't talking to anybody. And I realized that by not talking to everybody, I was having such a productive mind. I was having all of these thoughts, all of those ideas, all of those concepts, right? And I was like, holy shit, those are good concepts, those are good concepts, those are good concepts. Now, technically speaking, that's kind of true, but not true. Technically, you don't have some good idea or concept. It's just nobody is there to challenge you. So you're your own biggest yes man. And when you're your own biggest yes man, then everything that you do is a yes. And when everything that you do is a yes, you think that you're invincible, you think that you're higher than anybody else. And that's pretty much it. So like, it was a shame because I was having speech that was in the exact spectrum as this guy right now. Now, technically speaking, I'm a lot older. I'm 31. I think the guy was 27, but it's maturity, right? I'm like, okay. And then this guy, and I know this guy. I know this guy is I know this guy is feeling lonely, right? And I feel bad for him. So I feel bad for him, and I'm the kind of guy that has a lot of compassion, but it's often not compassion. It's under the guise of pity. And I saw him live about a week ago, and I felt bad because he didn't have anybody. So I came into the live and I was like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" I was trying to be nice to him, you know. And then I stayed in. He did a couple of battles. I helped him out. Again, I'm not spending on TikTok because I'm broke myself. I'm fucking broke to a degree that's not even funny, but it's okay. I'm surviving. We're good, right? So this guy I helped him with tap, right? And this guy has 0 viewers. So what he doesn't understand is TikTok will put him with 0 viewers. So how TikTok works, they'll make you battle against people that are in your that are in your brackets. So for example, right, you usually get X points, right? They'll put you with people that usually get X points. Now the funny thing is, just to show you what kind of guy he is, right? Just to show you the kind of guy he is, he was he was battling against people, right, with 0 viewer. He had 2 accounts, and the second account was tapping the screen. And then it's a shame. It's a shame because he was like, okay, well, I won the game. No, you didn't win. You made yourself when you cheated, you know. So 2 days ago, right, I see him live, and I feel bad because he's once again he's alone, and you're seeing him, and you see that he's mad. Now you go in, you realize that there's a lot of trolls in his chat, right? But then again, the trolls in his chat are the way they are because he's kind of being rude to the people. So like, okay, fuck that, you're rude or being rude, right? And then kind of feel bad about him. Now I go in live at around 6 o'clock, right? And I spend 30 minutes, and then okay, you know what? I'm gonna help the guy. There's a couple of battle, right? So I helped him out. And then I was like, dude, I don't feel like streaming. I don't feel like making videos. Now again, the reality is I was sick. I got a cold. So I go in and it's live the second time. And I feel bad because once again he has nobody. And he's like, dude, he see me in the chat. And as soon as he see me in the chat, he does a battle. He says, hi, how are you? Then battle right away. And then he started giving me shit. He's like, yo, why don't you snap the stream? And he calls me out by my name. So technically speaking, right, some of you guys know my name, right? But I don't say my name a lot. Once again, you guys remember that the reason for this channel is because I didn't like who I was. The reason why we're doing this channel was because I had a shitty life, and I was like, you know what? Let's create this character, right? So I don't really share my name with a lot of people. People know it. Some people, if you know my name, congrats. You're one of the chosen one. But most people don't know my name. So when I come in to his chat, right, he's like, yo, I don't like your name. It's like, oh, Vendetta is very violent. I'm like, okay, well, if you're not comfortable, I'm gonna give you my real name. Didn't plan on doing it, but I understood where he came from. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna give him my real name. I'm in this chat, right? I'm doing fucking clips. I'm on my computer, so I have the phone, right? I don't know. I'm gonna say, you know what? Let's do it like this, right? This is the computer. This is the computer. I'm typing on the computer. I'm doing the clips, and I have the phone here, right? And he's like, dude, he says Stefan, which is my real name. Stefan, why aren't you clicking the screen, bro? I didn't ask you to do battle. You chose to do battle, right? If I want to partake in the battle, I want to partake in the battle. If I don't want to partake in the battle, I'm not gonna, right? And ultimately speaking, I understand supporting your friends. I understand that. But ultimately speaking, you're you're imposing a demand for a house, right? And I'm here, not because I'm here because I feel bad for you. I have compassion, right? I got compassion. But you want to know something? I'm going to tell you something. The person watching, I'm going to tell you something, right? If you're seeing somebody, right, who constantly need help, and you constantly help them, you become a crutch. And when you become a crutch, you don't teach them how to run. You don't teach them how to walk. You're telling them, you don't need to walk, bro. I'll be there for you. So I'm like, and he started giving me shit. And then he started giving me shit, and I said, you know what? Fuck you, dude. And he said that. I said, fuck you. And I just left. But then, oh, shit. Shit. I felt bad. Because I understood that it wasn't him talking, it was depression. Right? So I go back at him. And I'm hearing him in his chat, right? Talking to the two other people that were there, who are, by the way, trolls, right? If you look at their account, there's zero followers, zero followers, zero following. And he's calling me by my name. And he says, Stefan, he's that kind of guy. Stefan is gonna go on your videos now, you're gonna see the video, but he's not gonna give it like, bruh, I'm following 8,000 people. How much time do you think it's gonna take me? 8,000 people. I personally, I upload 20 videos a day, around 20 videos a day. I'm gonna do the math, right? 8 times 20. That's 160, right? Now do time 1,000, right? So I have to watch 16,000 videos. Now for the view to count, you need to wait 3 seconds, right? So let's do 16 times 3, which gives you 48. 48, okay? Now do times 1,000. 48,000. Now, divided by 60. No, I fucking don't know, bro. I don't know, but it's a shit ton of time. I don't have that time. So, he does that. And I'm like, holy shit, bro. If you call me by my handle, people would give me shit. You're an asshole. You're an asshole. So, all of this to say, right? All of this to say, the ending, okay. So the ending is he got trolled by a lot of people. It was acting like a dick. So what happened was somebody came in and they were seeing the dick, and then they brought some of their friends, not me, and they were trolling him. So they took control of his stream. The guy's a bit slow, so they said, "Yo, make me a mod, and I'll take care of the stream." Then he made them a mod, and then mod put in people that he shouldn't have put, which were calling him a horrible names. Now that account doesn't exist anymore because he deleted it. But all of this, the drama, all of this to say, right? If you're a content creator, okay, there's a lesson that I had to learn myself. People do not owe you shit. People don't owe you a like. People don't owe you a follow. People don't owe you comments. People will watch your content if they want to, not because they have to, right? They'll like the comments, they like the video if they want to, not because they have to. And the sad thing about that is, like, I get really hurt. For example, right? I had a friend, and I was getting a lot of trolls back in August, and she defended me. And so I went to her DM and said, "Hey, thank you so much." And then usually I don't DM a lot, and I don't DM a lot on TikTok. If I DM, it's more so on Instagram, because I prefer Instagram to talking. For talking, I prefer Instagram. So I go in and I take a little break from TikTok. I take a 2 weeks break from TikTok, and I'm like, okay, well, I go back to my texts, and I'm seeing account not available. But the last message was her saying you're welcome with 2x, and I was like, okay, well, I don't think anybody will send me. I don't think anybody will send me a thank you for 2x. And I was like, why did they block me, right? And it's such a weird feeling. It's such a weird feeling because this is actually one of the perfect example. So I know who she was because I read the conversation, and I remember the conversation. Like, okay, well, she blocked me. So what I did was I went on my gaming account, right? And I'm like, hey, I know that you blocked me. I don't know what I did for you to block me, but I'm sorry. And then she blocked that account too. So ultimately speaking, this 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 person, it's a shame because she was really there for me and we didn't really talk. I don't know if she wanted to talk and I wasn't there for her, but you know, and I was like, holy shit. I lost somebody that really had my back, and of course that sucks, right? But at the same time, I was like, okay, well, guess what? You didn't talk to her enough, maybe. That's your fault, right? Now we're gonna talk about another example about another person I spend time with. I really talk to them. I really talk to them. And then they block me, and ultimately, they didn't block me. They unfollowed. And ultimately speaking, you don't owe me a follow, but it does. It does really hurt when you're somebody that I know, so you're a friend of mine, and you're unfollow because you know that's my dream, right? But at the same time, you don't owe me a follow, so you learn that people don't owe you shit. Now this guy was an asshole because he thought we owe you shit. But this is the video in itself. The video in itself is understanding. Sorry, we're doing Tokyo Ghoul. Amazing game, by the way. You understand that they never. It sucks, but they never owed you. Now the person, if any lesson, the guy was an asshole. He was getting mad, and one of the worst things I said during the stream is he actively said, and this is something that I will never understand, but it's actually quite sad. He said, what did he say? He said, because he's talking in French, that's why I have to translate. He said, I have 3,000 followers because he had 3,000 followers, and not one person in my life. You're demanding your people to go in your life. There's life like this. There's nobody. It's okay. That's life. I'm on Twitch every single day, and there's no viewer. But I like gaming, so I don't care. See, that's pretty much it. So, if you're a content creator, right? If you're a content creator, understand that people don't owe you shit, right? Understand that people will come and like the comment, will come and give them live, will partake in the content as you do. And if you're a viewer, because there's also a second side of the coin, right? The coin has two sides. I was looking for a coin, I don't have a coin. Too broke. If you're a viewer, right? If you're a viewer, think about the content creator. Now technically I just said, oh, they all owe you shit, but in my own situation, I've been doing this for 3 years, right? And I don't get cash from it, so I'm doing this out of passion, right? So does it suck when I see somebody that I care about unfollow? Sure. I understand that you don't owe me shit, sure, but it still hurts. So, if you're a viewer, no, forget it. Do what you want. Okay, do what you want. Let live, right? Anyway, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Salut, c'est ton channel. J'espère que ça va bien. Je pense que c'est une belle journée en ce. Ça fait combien de temps que vous faites des vidéos? Ça fait 1 heure que vous faites des vidéos. Holy shit, ça fait 1 heure que vous faites des vidéos. Je n'en reviens pas, mes amis, mesdames et messieurs. Aujourd'hui, on fait une vidéo pour un de mes bons chums, monsieur. Que je peux avoir un roulement de tambour, s'il vous plaît? Monsieur Dofi. So, Dofi, c'est quelqu'un qui m'a beaucoup supporté. C'est quelqu'un qui m'a extrêmement aidé, qui m'a donné des conseils. Qui m'a donné des conseils dans une façon de hey, bro, j'aimerais ça voir ça. Pas, je veux voir ça, pas fait ça, mais ça serait cool. Ça serait cool. Puis, qu'est-ce qui est vraiment cool avec Dofi, c'est que moi, il y a beaucoup de monde. Je vais pas me plaindre. Il y a beaucoup de monde qui me dit fais ça. C'est moi que je connais pas. Fait que, premièrement, c'est dit yo, je vais faire ce que je veux, ferme ta gueule. Mais Dofi, c'est vraiment quelqu'un qui est très gentil. Puis Dofi, encore une fois, il participe avec le contenu, il marque beaucoup de commentaires. Quand je marque une vidéo où est-ce que je me sens pas bien, il va dire hey yo bro, tu prends ton temps. Il est super aimable ce gars-là. Puis il fait beaucoup pour moi. Il fait beaucoup pour moi sans nécessairement demander quelque chose en retour. Ce que je suis très reconnaissant pour ça. Fait que Dofi, D-O-F-F-Y. Malheureusement, il y avait eu un. Tu sais, avec Dofi, je suis quelqu'un qui est très reconnaissant dans la vie. Je m'excuse, ça c'est parce que je suis canadien, mais je suis très reconnaissant dans la vie. Je vais dire merci à beaucoup de monde. Même s'ils font pas grand chose, je vais leur dire merci parce que je suis très reconnaissant. Je comprends à quel point les petits gestes comptent, les petits gestes. Puis surtout, mais surtout, je me rends compte que la gentillesse, là, c'est jamais garanti. Là. Il y a du monde, c'est des trucs cul là, dans la vie, tu comprends? Et j'ai dit, ok. Fait que j'ai dit merci. Puis d'écrire quelque chose, que j'ai écrit merci, puis quelque chose qui m'a comme fucké la tête, ça m'a joué dans la tête. Il m'a dit, c'est moi, j'ai dit merci pour tout ce que tu fais, bro. Ça fait plusieurs mois que tu me suis, tu partages le contenu, t'es très gentil. Je vais prendre avec toi. Toutes les fois où est-ce qu'on parle en live, c'est toujours des bons moments. T'es un super bon gars, fait que je viens te remercier, man. Puis là, j'ai dit ça. Puis il me sort. C'est moi qui dis merci. C'est toi qui fais le contenu. Puis là, j'ai comme la misère avec ça, j'ai comme. Ah, c'est comme quelqu'un qui est. C'est comme quand tu cours. Tu cours pour perdre du poids. Quelqu'un te dit bravo pour courir. Puis tu dis merci. Puis là, la personne te dit non, c'est moi qui t'ai merci de courir. C'est très gentil, mais c'est comme, ok, je peux te comprendre. Tu comprends? Mais aussi, le gars, il est plus comment, il est plus mature que moi. Tu comprends? C'est incroyable. Là. C'est que, il me dit ça. Puis ça m'a quand même joué dans la tête parce que j'ai comme, bro, ça me fait plaisir, mais je sais plus ça pour moi, tu comprends? J'ai pas trop compris pourquoi il a dit ça. Après ça, tout le monde que je connais, tout le monde que j'ai dans les commentaires, tout le monde que j'ai déjà, j'ai entendu beaucoup de monde dire, hey, ça me manque le vieux YouTube. Fait que là, je dis, ok, mais c'est quoi techniquement le vieux YouTube, tu vois? C'est quoi Ok, attends, là, on fait un jeu de Talk to Go, tu vois? Puis c'est quand même incroyable parce que tout le monde parlait du vieux YouTube. Je parle de gars comme, je sais pas moi, en fait, on va faire l'histoire de ça, parce que c'est quand même une belle histoire. Puis il me dit ça, puis là, j'ai pas trop compris, mais je suis pas confiant, fait que là, je dis, bon, ben, regarde, c'est gentil de dire ça, mais j'ai pas trop compris, tu comprends? C'est comme quelqu'un qui te fait un compliment, ok, je pense pas, mais bon. Puis encore une fois, c'est le fait que, c'est pas contre Dofi, là. C'est le fait que je fais du contenu pour moi-même, là, tu sais. Je suis pas payé, j'adore le choix de pas être payé, c'est une passion, je suis passionné, j'aime beaucoup faire du contenu. Puis même si j'aurais 0 vue ou 0 personne derrière moi, je le ferais quand même, tu comprends? C'est pas quelque chose qui me dérange à faire. C'est quelque chose absolument que j'aime faire. Ça sera pas long, ça sera pas long. So our first clip, guys. Card treasure hunt. So basically, ooh, we got metal. Now the thing is, I don't know if we have the good one. So she's wearing a suit, which we saw, but I don't know if we have. Okay, nice, nice. Let's go, baby, let's go. Ok. On doit attendre un petit peu. Tu sais, il y a beaucoup de monde qui me disait, ça me manque de donner le vieux YouTube. Moi, pour plusieurs raisons. Le vieux YouTube, je l'ai pas vu. J'étais pas là, j'étais à la télévision. On n'avait pas Wi-Fi, fait que j'ai pas été présent pour le début de YouTube. Tu comprends? Fait là, j'ai dit, bon, ok. Mais j'ai commencé à regarder ça. J'ai commencé à regarder du monde comme Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat qui était pauvre comme les Chris. Qui était vraiment la misère. Après, j'ai écouté quelqu'un qui m'a vraiment fait plaisir parce que c'était un Canadien comme moi. Ça, c'est Epic Meal Time. Puis Epic Meal Time, il y avait une vision, il croyait en YouTube. Puis il fallait des fondateurs comme ça. Puis Epic Meal Time, ce que j'ai beaucoup aimé, c'est que tu regardes leur vieux contenu. La troisième vidéo qu'ils font, ils vont dans un magasin, puis ils achètent de la bouffe, puis ils achètent de la bouffe. Puis quelqu'un lui demande pourquoi tu achètes autant de bouffe. Puis le gars il dit c'est pour YouTube. Puis personne ne sait c'est quoi YouTube. Tout le monde s'en connaît c'est quoi YouTube. Tu comprends? Ouh, ok, on l'a. Oh mon dieu. Je m'excuse, gars, ça sera pas long. Ok, ça, on n'a pas la bonne. On n'a pas la bonne. Ok, je me comprends. Non, on n'a pas la bonne. Ok, c'est pas grave. C'est pas long. Je fais tout ça en même temps. Je pourrais faire pause, mais ça me tente pas. Fait que tu vois le vieux contenu de YouTube, puis le monde qui avait une passion, puis qui avait une croyance. J'ai beaucoup écouté du McJucker Nuggets, qui était un gars qui a été, encore une fois, techniquement, c'est le premier narratif sur YouTube. C'est la première série comme Netflix, si tu veux, sur YouTube, qui est un gars pendant 3 ans, il fait croire que ses parents, il le maltraite, il fait croire qu'il veut juste gamer, il veut devenir un YouTuber, il croit tellement. Là, tu comprends que c'est un mensonge, que ses parents sont très gentils, en fait. Puis le monde sont fâchés parce qu'il dit, oh, c'est un mensonge, puis tout. Mais la réalité, c'est que, yo, ce gars-là, il a quand même fait quelque chose d'incroyable, là. Il a quand même. Ok, il a quand même fait quelque chose d'incroyable, tu comprends? Promote, ok. Ouf. Ok, ça sera pas long. Let's go, baby, let's go. Fait qu'on fait des choses en même temps, pour ça. Puis tu sais, ces gens-là ont cru en YouTube, là, puis... Tu sais, ces gens-là aussi faisaient du contenu pour le plaisir. Maintenant, je pense que YouTube, ça a changé. Maintenant, je parle de YouTube pour vraiment une simple raison. Tu comprends? YouTube, c'est vraiment le précurseur de ça. Ils ont fait... ils ont pas... Sans nécessairement changer le... C'est les premiers réseaux sociaux
Où est-ce que le monde, ils ont fait de l'argent en maudit. Il y a des compagnies qui sont créées. Il y a du monde maintenant qui sont fait une retraite. Fait que je veux pas être méchant, je veux pas être un trou de cul, mais tu regardes des compagnies genre, je sais pas, Instagram, ok? Oui, Instagram, est-ce qu'il se fait de l'argent sur Instagram? Oui. Est-ce qu'il se fait de l'argent sur Snapchat? Oui. Est-ce qu'il se fait de l'argent sur TikTok? Oui. Mais t'as pas encore de gens qui ont fait des carrières sur TikTok. Pour moi, une carrière, c'est quoi? Pour moi, une carrière, c'est t'as commencé un travail, ok? T'as fini le travail, t'as fait une retraite. Si tu regardes des gens sur YouTube qui ont fait des retraites, tu comprends? Euh... Nice. Parfait. Fait que c'est fou, man. C'est fou parce que c'est quand même une grosse business. Mais tu comprends? J'ai vraiment. Moi, je fais ça pour la passion. Puis, c'est ça que je veux dire un peu avec. Je fais ça pour la passion, mais quand on me dit merci, je fais ça pour moi. Je fais pas ça pour toi. Puis, j'apprécie le monde qui apprécie le contenu que je fais. J'apprécie beaucoup le contenu, mais je fais ça pour moi. Puis là, je me suis rendu compte que ces gens-là, ils ont fait des vidéos, ils ont cru à un concept. Il y avait pas beaucoup d'argent, tu comprends? Il y a pas beaucoup d'argent à faire, puis il a fait quand même. Là, tu te rends compte que c'est ça que Dofi a fait de dire. C'est ça, tu compte que je sais qu'il n'y a pas d'argent. Encore une fois, pourquoi je parle d'argent? Parce que la plupart du temps, pour la plupart du monde, c'est la motivation. La motivation. Tu vois, c'est bizarre parce que, tu sais, tu vois les gens qui sont là pour l'argent, puis ils abandonnent après 3 4 mois. Pas l'argent, je suis quelqu'un présentement, puis je vais pas dire de nom, mais la fille est là pour l'argent, puis elle s'en cache pas, puis elle parle d'argent, puis elle parle de gifs, elle parle, hey, donnez-moi de l'argent, donnez-moi de l'argent, donnez-moi de l'argent. Puis elle est pas depuis ce réseau depuis trop longtemps, elle est sur les réseaux depuis 3 4 mois, puis elle parle déjà d'argent. Puis là, je la regarde, puis ça me fait chier, puis je suis comme, bro, ton cœur est bête, mais c'est son choix. C'est que, ouais, tout ça pour dire, toute cette longue vidéo-là, pour dire, hey, comprends qu'il y a des créateurs de contenu que tu trolls, que tu insultes. Tu peux pas aimer quelqu'un, c'est ton choix. Mais comprends qu'il y a beaucoup d'entre nous. Tu sais, le monde, il pense, oh mon dieu, tu fais du cash, tu fais du cash. Mais la vérité, c'est que le monde qui fait vraiment du cash, c'est quoi? C'est 5%? C'est 4%? 5%? J'ai aucune idée. Puis c'est quand même excessivement. C'est c'est incroyable parce que tu penses que. Oui, il y a beaucoup de monde qui font de l'argent par-dessus la tête, là. Mais la plupart du monde, il vit une vie bien normale, là, tu comprends? Puis c'est surtout que c'est une compétition, là. Tu sais, regarde, je parlais des gens comme Make Juggernaut, je parlais des gens comme Epic Mealtime. Ces gens-là, quand ils ont commencé, il n'y a pas de compétition, là. Il y a tellement de compétition maintenant, là. Puis c'est toute la même pizza, là. Tu sais, ça ne dérange pas, ça dérange pas combien de créateurs de contenu qu'il y a. Il faut que tu penses au nombre de viewers qu'il y a. S'il y a 15 000 créateurs de contenu, mais il y a 100 000 viewers, ça, c'est parce que c'est pas un marché qui est normal, tu vois. Et tout ça pour dire que, regarde, il y a beaucoup de monde qui font ça par plaisir, puis t'es pas obligé de chier sur la passion des autres. Tu sais, pas parce que sur YouTube c'est ça un petit peu, sur TikTok c'est ça un petit peu. C'est extrêmement. C'est extrêmement. C'est fou parce que. Comment je pourrais dire ça? Tu sais, sur TikTok c'est très statistique, right? Je suis pas être méchant, mais je suis pas me plaindre non plus. Tu regardes un peintre, tu regardes un chanteur. Combien de monde qui vont lui dire, hey, tu chantes comme de la merde? Non. Mais sur TikTok, sur YouTube, ça va insulter par exemple. Je trouve ça dommage, le hate. En tout cas, pense à ça, pense que t'as du contenu gratuit. Pense que la plupart du temps que t'as des ads, c'est pas le contenu, c'est pas la créateur qui les a mis, c'est YouTube. C'est juste ça. Sur ça, je vous laisse. Passez une belle soirée, passez une belle journée. Ciao. Holy B plus, did he B plus? Profound. Is there anything else I can do? Ooh. Ish. Un HP. And I got the meetup for free. The special reward. Next stage. Okay. Cool. Nice. Wow. Send all. Claim all. Okay. Wow. Okay. Good. Sweep all. No. Don't blink, it's your brain. Welcome to the show. There it is doing well because they're having a wonderful day on the 7th December 2024. This is a quick message to say thank you for 100 followers on the gaming invented that channel. Invented that gaming. So it's huge. I didn't think of it. So it's funny. Okay, I'm gonna make a very quick story because this is kind of cool. So when I started making content, I was making gaming content, and I started doing real content. I was like, I should have a gaming channel and a normal channel for normal stuff and gaming stuff. And then I was on TikTok, and it's kind of crazy because on TikTok it really blew up in the last couple of months. I went from 4,000 followers to 9,000, which is unbelievable. And then, but before that, I didn't give a frig about TikTok. So, what's actually really cool is my apologies. What's actually really cool is I was like, okay, well, I don't care about TikTok, but I get some views, I get some, you know. So I created a channel for the gaming. I created the channel for gaming on YouTube the November or December 2023. I created TikTok for the gaming in 2023. I fell in love with TikTok. Well, in love. It's a love and a hate relationship, but I fell in love with TikTok this year. So the fact that this channel is also doing well, I'm extremely grateful. That's thanks to you guys. And yeah, I fucking love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. to 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 to. Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to the show. Today I'm up to having a wonderful day on the 7th December 2024. Today we're reviewing Bad Dad 1, Bad Dad 2, and it's actually super cool because Bad Dad 1 was one of the movies that really meant a lot to me. Once again, I was out of Wi-Fi, and I found this movie for free on YouTube, which was Bad Dad. And when I had Bad Dad, I was like, hey, this is a really good movie, which is Will Ferrell's, Mark Wahlberg, and the second one, John Cena, I guess. I'm sorry because I forgot the. I forgot the name of the first father, but he's super popular. He played the Shooting Killer and Dexter. He played and Brother the Hate. So Bad Dad is what? Bad Dad. It feels weird because we've been making content for the last an hour and a half, right? So a lot of content for you guys, but hey, it's worth it. So it's fun because see that movie meant a lot to me. But then I watched it recently on Netflix for the Christmas time, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of left me a bit wanting more now. There's a possibility that I watched it too much, that I did watch it a shit ton, or a possibility that it's just not a good movie, but we'll review the movie nonetheless. So, the first one, which in my mind is much better than the second one. I feel like the second one tainted, and I feel like because I watched these two of them together, that's why the experience as a whole was kind of lesser, right? And how can I say that? The first one, okay, so let's just review the show. The first one is super easy. It's a really good movie about Will Ferrell character that is a stepdad who Will Ferrell. Oh, I love Will Ferrell because he always plays those lesser characters. He's always played those like he's either dumb, he's either wussy, and in this one he's playing a wussy. So we have the family. If I kind of feel good for Will Ferrell because he's a good dude that's getting a good family. Two kids that not necessarily love him, but they accept him. Why that love him, which is the most important part. And then the concept is actually cool because the concept is what if the real dad, was in the picture? What if he was wanting to get his family back? And it's kind of Bad Dad is kind of without really being about it. It's kind of about it. A real dad versus a stepdad, and who's gonna choose? And then it's kind of cool because the movie is very very wholesome. Like Will Ferrell, yes, he's weak. Will Ferrell, yes, he's comic. Yes, Will Ferrell is a try hard because he tries too hard. It's a bit weird. I remember this extremely funny moment where, it's a really good movie to be honest. It's a really really good movie. So the reason why it's funny is because he tries so hard. There's a moment where the son, he's like, "Yo, I need to talk to you, man to man." Then Will Ferrell take a picture because it means a lot to him, and it makes the whole situation weird. And it's kind of funny because everybody's against him. His boss tells him how much. It's a really funny movie. His boss tells him how much Mark Wahlberg is a better man than him. Mark Wahlberg gets more cash than him. He can have kids, which is a big part of the mom. How can I say that? So the girlfriend of Will Ferrell, which is the mom of the kid, which is the ex of Mark Wahlberg's one kid, Will Ferrell cannot have kids, and it's actually a really good. It's actually a really good movie because Mark comes in and it's like, yo, I'm gonna give you kids. You want kids? I'm gonna give you kids. Just you wait. Just you fucking wait. I'm gonna help you out. So that happened, and it's kind of sad because nobody picks out for Will Ferrell, and he's constantly being pushed until he fucks up. And I was like, oh, I told you he was gonna fuck it up, right? But the movie is okay. Well, the kid they prefer the father because he's a real father. But then you realize that the father is kind of a fuck up, not in the way of oh my god he does some bad stuff, but kind of the way of Will Ferrell is the better dad. See, the thing here, right? The thing here is it's complicated because dad is. So I think the movie in itself asks the question, what is it dad, right? Is it biological or is it a father figure? And ultimately speaking, and that's a movie, I'm not talking about the real life. Ultimately speaking, Will Ferrell is a bit of a better father figure than Mark Wahlberg. So you're kind of supposed to think that Will Ferrell is the better father. But then you realize, and I think the beauty of the first movie is it's not even about who's the better dad. It's not even about who if Mark Wahlberg's a better choice or Will Ferrell's a better choice. The movie is about the wife and kids, who they need, right? Because it's a family, right? In the family, and you constantly think about the dad. But there's a wife and there's two kids, right? The dad is 25% of the family. It's not that much. It's not that much. And then you realize that Will Ferrell is possibly the better parents, but that Mark Wahlberg is also a positive experience. And at the end of the movie, they're actually becoming friends, and I think that's a real thing. They spend so much time. They spend so much time. What should we call it? They spent so much time fighting that they didn't realize that they were both aiming for the same thing, right? And there's a lot of beautiful moments in the movie. There's moments where you see Will Ferrell's, and that's actually one of the nicest thing of the movie. Will Ferrell is like, yo, I'm insecure. Yo, everybody's against me. Yo, Mark Wahlberg is the good person. But you actually realize during the movie that Mark Wahlberg is the guy who's worried. He's like, yo, this guy's gonna be tough to take down. He has my family. They want him to be the dad, you know. So it's a bit harder to deal with a situation. See, it's easy to deal with a situation when you're like, oh, you know what? I'll take anybody that I can, right? I have one choice. But as okay, my father just texts. As soon as there's a a competition, right? There's gonna be a winner, there's gonna be a loser, and that's the thing, right? And it sucks. One of my favorite part of the movie is the boss and how the boss is inappropriate. So he talks about a story. The funniest part to me is he talks about a situation, right, where his ex girlfriend used to cheat on him, and then he talks to Will Ferrell, and Will Ferrell's like, "Should we have this conversation right now?" And then they finish the conversation, and you realize that the conversation happened during a business meeting. So it's just so funny, and it's actually a really good movie. It's actually really really nice. And again, if you think about the movie as a who is the better father figure, and what is the definition of family? Because the definition of family is that. Now, am I saying that in a family you cannot have two moms or two dads? I'm not saying that, but they're showing a classic family, which is see this in most movie, right? In most movie, the classic family is what? The classic family is a mom, a dad, two kids. Now, right now, in most cases, right? In most cases, you'll have a daughter and a son. Now, if it's a dude movie, right? They'll have two boys, but most movies will be a son and a daughter. So that's what it is. The second one, the reason why it wasn't to me, it wasn't. I don't want to say it's a shit movie because that's not true, but it wasn't great for a couple of reasons. The first reason is they copy a lot of what the first movie did. They did a lot of similarities, right? And they took out some character that's kind of were important. For example, they took out the boss. Now, the boss was a big reason why I love the first movie so much. They take out Griffith, which is a big part of the first movie. They took him out, you know, and like holy shit. And Bad the first one was more a family movie, right? Oh, I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Sorry, guys, we fucked up. We're at an hour. Thank you so much for watching this. I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.